Well, welcome back everybody to another installment of Divide and Conquer EUR. This is the Woodland Realm campaign. Now, you'll notice some differences from the last stream, which last left us, I think it was like somewhere around turn 64 or 65, somewhere around that was my last stream. And the campaign was getting kind of hairy because I decided to actually go back way earlier into the campaign to change a couple of things. Now, just to show you where I went back to, I think it was around turn 31. It may have been around turn 31, so I'll show you that one real quick, just so I can brush you up on some changes I decided to make. Because the campaign where we last left off was not exactly in a great place, unfortunately. And I decided maybe the best thing to do is to go back and try to finish off the snow orcs as early as I can, as soon as I can. So around turn 31, this is where we were sitting. We had taken Dane's Halls, Legolas and Thranduil were still way up in the north here dealing with Gundabad. We had our forces down here still trying to fight off attacks from Dol Guldur. So I decided perhaps the best move to make was to instead just take my forces here, whatever I could, just kind of hide in this region for a while, the same region that I sold off to Gondor once I took Berzakul, and of course that did trigger a huge Gundabad Doomstack. And basically I just had to bide my time up here for a while, just for about a turn or two I would say, just kind of hiding out here. And while the Doomstack was all the way, actually, oh, forgot to mention, I still had to sell Dane's Halls, of course, because the Doomstack was sitting right out here. So I decided to sell this to the Dunedain for a good portion of money. I think around 19,000 gold, I think, is what I sold it for. They took it off my hands. That meant the Doomstack just decided to wander back south and kind of leave this area alone, which is good, because I didn't want them to take this back at all. Then I took Thranduil and all of our troops over here. We kind of just hid out here in neutral territory for a while. And while this huge army was down here, they eventually took Framsburg down here. I decided to take my forces and try to take Mount Gundabad as quickly as possible. And it worked out very well for us. The Doomstack was a little slow to respond. I think they still had this under siege. But when I had Mount Gundabad under siege, they tried to rally forth with a small force. We completely annihilated it and took Mount Gundabad for ourselves, which is fantastic. Now, of course, the only problem is that that huge Doomstack is starting to make its way back to its capital to try to retake it. And this is where I really thought that the campaign was going to be at an end for me if I lost Legolas and Thranduil, and also Orthandir too. Somehow I managed to get Orthandir down here, all the way back up north. I still don't even remember how I got him to slip past this Doomstack over here, but I did make it happen. He made it all the way up here to Mount Gundabad, was able to join up with Thranduil and Legolas to defend Mount Gundabad against this Doomstack. And it really worked out very well for us. I mean, we pretty much lost all of these troops here, needless to say. But Legolas, Thranduil, and Orthandir eventually survived that battle, and especially in large thanks due to Legolas just racking those kills up as they were trying to get through that very narrow gateway. So that worked out stupendously for us. We destroyed that Doomstack, which gave us every opportunity to march our remaining forces down south and just wipe out the Snow Orcs one at a time until they were completely annihilated down here. So that's basically how we were able to get rid of the Snow Orcs. And I think that worked out pretty well for us given where we are currently. Because at least getting rid of Gundabad this early in the game does a lot of good for us, of course. Let me just try to get this loaded here so that I can try to brief you up on where we are now. And this does bring us to a very different point in the game. Now, after we were able to deal with the Snow Orcs here, and completely annihilate them. We, of course, had to consolidate our positions down here because we were getting too close to Agmar. These guys decided to try to attack Mount Gundabad, so I decided to sell this to Gondor as well. It's a lot of sacrifices I have to make. That's one of the trickiest things about playing as the Woodland Realm, is that if you don't think that just because you conquer territory that you'll be able to keep it. In many cases, especially in the early game, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of territory that you conquer and sell them off because you need money that badly. You don't have the resources to amass strong enough defenses for territory that you do acquire. So in this case, I basically just had no choice. I had to give this to I had to sell this to Gondor. Got a lot of money off of it for sure, but this did allow me to focus more of my efforts on these two regions down here. Now, we still have to deal with the goblins, unfortunately, because now they're at war with us. They tried to take Arrowstone earlier, but with our combined forces, we were able to fend them off. However, I am going to have to consider bringing the fight directly to them, even with our limited troops. Over here, I decided to send Legolas all the way back over to Thranduil's Halls, and between, I would say, turns 50 and 55, we decided to form an alliance with Lothlorien, and basically that is going to trigger a huge army from Mordor to attack Thranduil's Halls, which we had to deal with first before we could forge this alliance with Lothlorien. So with Legolas up there, we were able to destroy that army. It's not a big deal, not very difficult to destroy. Pretty much just trash orcs that Mordor is sending to you, plus some trolls. So we were able to annihilate that attack on our capital. Shortly after, we were able to cement a permanent alliance with Lothlorien, so now they are fully merged into our forces. They're not in a great spot right now. I had to get these guys together so that we can try to fight off Dol Guldur. Down here in Fangorn Camp, I am eventually going to have to sell this region as well. Well, actually, I'm going to do it this turn. I'll just destroy everything that's here, sell this region to the Dunedain as well for some quick money, so that we can keep our war machine moving forward. And of course, up here, now I've got Legolas down here, because after he was able to deal with that attack on the capital, we swiftly moved his forces. Actually, no. I think we took Emyn Nufuin before the orcs attacked Thranduil's Halls, because I do remember sending him back. So we were able to take Emyn Nufuin before Mordor launched an attack in our capital here. So, now with that dealt with and out of the way, we moved Legolas down here, and we're about to fight a battle for Erendolan to take this region now. Hopefully Dale will stick around, because we've got a big stack army coming this way, but I doubt they will. So let's at least get rid of these guys now, get them off the battle. We'll get them completely eliminated here so we can take Erendolan this turn. And our odds are not looking too bad. I mean, they've got some warg riders, but not a big deal. Most of it is trash infantry. They have some Mirkwood swords and spears. These guys are the only ones that represent a challenge, but I know Legolas can make short work of them for sure. And the odds are pretty balanced here. It's not looking terrible. I'd rather just get rid of this garrison now, because if I have to deal with that huge army coming from the east, we're probably not going to stand a very good chance. Okay, so we don't have any particularly advantageous terrain to work with, unfortunately. Probably best that we just stick back here. At least we've got some Dalish cavalry to move around their flanks and deal with their ballistas. Yeah, it's just too bad that our forces are so limited in number. I really just have to fight as many battles as I can with the units at my disposal. And when you're fighting as the Woodland Realm, you definitely will be doing that a lot. You'll be fighting many battles where you're just constantly outnumbered by a huge, huge factor. And you have to deal with your forces just slowly withering and making every attempt you can to try to replenish them back to full strength. Okay, get you out of there. You're too close to the enemy. So these guys are over here now. Alright, best thing to do would be to probably get you guys over here. Let me just see if I can go ahead and just try to trigger this now. Also, where is their ballista? I think it's back here somewhere. Yeah, it is. I see it. Go ahead and get our cavalry over there, and they can take a break for a while. Because they will be aiming for Legolas. Legolas is definitely their preferred target, unfortunately. Oh, jeez. He's just dropping them like flies. It's just too bad that Legolas runs out of arrows fairly quickly, so... You want to make good use of his archery, for sure. Probably should hit this bodyguard over here. Alright, let's get you back, Legolas. Get your back over there. Gotta focus on my Dalish cavalry. We don't want them to get entangled with these wargs. They will lose that battle. The Dalish cavalry is not very good for much else other than for attacking an enemy from behind, or ballista crew, or siege crew for that matter. And they don't look like they're going to attack us. It's going to be one of those odd battles where they are going to force us to come for them. We'll have to be quick with this. Actually, no, there isn't a time limit on this. That's right. Wonder if their general is nearby. Where did he go? He's somewhere in this mess. I mean, he can't be hidden. He can't hide. No general can. Yeah, that's him back there. Let's get you moving forward a little bit more. Let's just see what happens if you come just a little bit closer. Actually, you might end up getting in range of these archers, unfortunately. Okay, that angered them. Let's get back. Let's get back now. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Yeah, they're not really doing anything again, unfortunately. Alright, so... let's go ahead and move around this way, then. Alright, I don't want you guys firing yet. You're starting to run out of arrows, so... we really need to aim for that general once he's in range. And I don't know where that general is, unfortunately. Alright, let's hit these guys really quick, get a couple of shots out of them. I need you guys to start moving forward. Alright. Legolas should be fine where he's at. Alright, and Legolas, I really want to save you for those Warg Riders instead, because we're going to have to take those guys out for sure. So I'm going to have you stop shooting really quick. Nope, they keep aiming for Legolas, unfortunately. He's going to have to move back even further. Yeah, the AI is not really responding the way I hoped they would. They're still keeping their cavalry way back here. At least my scouts still have plenty of arrows to spare. It's Legolas I need to be on the lookout for, because he's got to save his last volleys for a much bigger threat. Alright, I may just have to get you guys moving forward soon. They might be moving forward now. They look like they are. Very slowly. I can't do anything with my cavalry while their warg riders are there, because their wargs will come in and completely thwart any attack from my cavalry. So I need to wait until they're pinned down, or for the most part wiped out. Well, we are inflicting way more casualties on them than they are us. Oopsies. Alright, so you're gonna have to spread out, boys. Spread out. You're gonna have to spread out now. That way you don't take as many casualties from that. Alright, we're gonna have to hit these swords now. They are the bigger threat at the moment. Just trying to reduce the speed, not trying to pause it. Well, let's keep aiming for these archers here, guys. Yeah, they're picking off my wardens over here, unfortunately. Oh, darn, you wasted all of your volleys on that? Dang it. That kind of blows. Alright, let's spread you guys out a little bit more. Alright, aim for those spears now. Legolas is almost out of ammo.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, he's only got one more volley left.
Badly bloodied. They have lost
Ooh.
half their men.
46% casualties, that's pretty good. Alright, I'm going to start moving in. Now they're going to move in with their cavalry, which will be a huge problem for us, especially if they attack Legolas. So I'm going to have to try to see if I can keep them distracted. Where is their ballista crew, though? They were just firing a moment ago. Oh, there they are. Alright, if I hit their ballista, they might pull back with their cavalry. I still have these archers. They'll help a little bit. Alright, I gotta keep these lines solid. These maulers, we pretty much wiped them out. They're done for. We can't have these guys vulnerable to a cavalry attack. Our casualties are going up. I'll have to rely on the remainder of my volleys to try to reduce these numbers. They're not as terrifying. Martin Eggman, how am I doing? Pretty okay with the campaign so far. Not sure if you watched from the beginning, but I had to go back about 35 or 40 turns because I decided to take a different approach with the campaign instead. Yep, Yep, as I predicted, they're sending their cavalry back, so let's get the Dalish cavalry out of there, because now that ballista crew, oh, they were wiped out. Very good. That's very good. Okay. You guys are doing well. It's these guys that won't stop fighting, unfortunately. We're doing a pretty good job of swinging on their left, which is great. Now I'm going to send back my cavalry to deal with their archers. Let's get you guys back into close formation. Yep, they're aiming for Legolas now, unfortunately. Ooh, that's not good. I really hope Legolas doesn't die here. That would be bad. The good news is that their own troops slowed down their charge. Alright, I'm going to have you guys start drawing your swords.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Alright, fall back. Hit these Warg Riders over here. Alright, finally got these guys to run. Perfect. Now we can reconsolidate. I still can't do anything with my cavalry about these archers, because those wargs are still a problem. Alright, let's go ahead and creep on these. Let's go ahead and close on these guys over here. You guys will advance forward. Just joined now. Did things go badly? They kind of did. I mean, I can go back to that last saved game I had just to kind of go over the situation. It wasn't great, and I can kind of see the writing on the wall and where things were going to go from there. So that's why I decided to kind of just go back way early in the game and change some things around. But I'll let you know what happened on the map as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, so let's give them a way to escape. I don't want them fighting to the death. I want them routing. The only way to do that is to give them an avenue of escape. And will they take it? I don't know. Alright, my Dalish cavalry is coming from behind, because now their cavalry is almost completely finished off. Our casualties are going up. Their general's not dead yet, unfortunately, and I don't know where he is in this mess. Okay. Let's go ahead and move, guys. They're done for. Alright, come on, guys. Finish off these archers. Let's get this done with. Legolas is losing a lot of troops. And again, I don't know where their general is. We haven't killed him yet. He might be in this mess somewhere. No, I don't see him down here, unfortunately. Alright, we gotta get you guys moving. Advance. Help out Legolas so he doesn't get completely killed. If he dies this battle, we're gonna have to refight this, unfortunately. Legolas is just way too important of a general to lose at any point in your game. Way too important.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the
Let's try to finish this battle. This is already costing me a lot of elves, unfortunately. We have to make sure that he doesn't get away. Kill him off. These Mirkwood hunters are a pest. We've only killed off 87% of their army. Alright, those wargs are officially retreating now. Alright, well, I thought the general was running away.
enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well
There we
moving
go.
so he
Got
can
some good
see
screenshots
things like
there.
the rest of his army.
Alright, killed off the general. That's good. Now all we gotta do is just chase the rest of this rabble down. It's just these archers we're gonna have to deal with next.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
I think these guys are gonna get away, unfortunately. Unless our cavalry can cut them off, there is just a narrow window left. Come on, guys. Come on, cut them off. A lot of orcs getting away. Come on, cavalry. They're gonna get away. They're getting too close. Oh my goodness, cavalry, go faster. My goodness, even the elves caught up faster than you did. That's just pathetic. They're on foot and they caught up with most of them before you ever did. Alright, let's make sure this is as much of a wipeout as possible. I don't want any orcs retreating back to Erendolin. Yeah, and this army's pretty well battered, unfortunately. At best, we might recoup 5%. Yep, as I predicted, 5%. Only a little over 1,000 left, unfortunately. Okay. They're down 4. Now we can just march right into Erendolin. Now, the chances of us defending this against this huge army from Dol Guldur, I'm not sure what our chances are. I think at the very least, I'm going to have to think about this region in particular and see if I can actually keep it, because I might just sell it to another faction for now, just so I can give Legolas some room to go back to Emin Nufuin, try to replenish these troops and get ready for another attack on Dol Guldur. But yeah, we are on turn 61 here now because we decided to go back to turn 31 where we still had Dane's Halls up here. And we basically decided just to finish the job against the Snow Orcs. So it took us a while, but we did defeat Gundabad a lot faster than I anticipated. So we had to fight their Doomstack here at the capital, which miraculously we were able to do with a handful of elves with Legolas, Thranduil, and Orthodir. So I'm still trying to comprehend in my mind how we were able to do that. But with Gundabad completely out of the picture, this does give us far more room to just focus on Dol Guldur now and keep that fight going. It'll be difficult now trying to fight Dol Guldur this late in the game versus where we were trying to in the last, well, in the first version of this, where I was trying to come back to fight Dol Guldur somewhere around turn 40 or so. Now we're just kind of pushing it to turn 60. 58 or 60 is when I decided to bring the attack directly to them. It is later in the game that we have to fight these guys, but I think it's a sacrifice worth making considering that Gundabad is no longer going to be a threat to us. So in the north, all we have to worry about now is whether or not Gondor is going to lose this to Agmar. So right now, I think they're just going to respect that neutrality because they don't want to fight Gondor right now, given how powerful they are. And down here, we only have to worry about the goblins because the goblins have tried to take Arrowstone up here, so I'm contemplating on taking my forces together to see if we can push them out of here all the way back to Goblin Town. It might be possible with the help of the Anduin Vale over here, but we're not allies yet, so I've got a diplomat here who is going to be reaching them next turn, hopefully to propose an alliance. I may even go as far as selling them Framsburg back. It might just be easier if I give Framsburg back to them, That way, I can easily combine these forces with Thranduil's and stand a much better chance of taking this army south to fight the goblins alongside these guys. Now, down here, as I've mentioned earlier this stream, I have forged the Sylvan Alliance with Lothlorien, so now their armies are merged with ours, but Lothlorien is not in a great spot right now, unfortunately. They've lost some key territory, and we're in a position where we're just going to have to sell Fangorn Camp so we can divert all these troops back up north to help drive Dol Guldur off this area, out of this area, because we need to take back a limb here for sure. That's a pretty big loss. First things first, let's get you merged with Celeborn. We're going to send these... Actually, I'll just send you guys alone to fight these guys, because you don't need anything more than just the two of you to fight these guys off. Honestly, just one of you guys would be enough to kill them off. And let me just go ahead and save this really quick. Because honestly, I think that works out pretty well for us. And I'm going to go ahead and destroy all this stuff here. Alright, let's get you heading back up north. And then we're going to sell this to the Dunedain for a shiny penny. We will give you Fangorn Camp, map information, make single payment, 19,000. They probably won't take it for that much. Yeah, we need to make sure it's generous, otherwise they won't bite. They might go for that. Maybe 18,000. Okay, maybe they'll go for 18,000. There we go. Alright, so that's gonna hurt our income for a bit, but we do get an insane amount of money for now to work with, which is nice. I can't talk to Gondor now, unfortunately, because they've lost Caer Andros. That's pretty bad. I'll have to see what I can do about Erdendolen. I don't think we can really hold this. Even if we do, we're going to have to deal with these guys making repeated attacks on Erdendolen, which will be extremely taxing for us. I might just go ahead and get these guys moving. Actually, I think what I'll do is this. I'll get you guys moving towards Erdendolen. Can I get any troops trained here? Potentially. I could get some units retrained there, which would be nice. Let me at least merge these guys together. Alright, so some of you guys aren't looking too bad. I want to send you guys back and see if we can get you retrained at all. Can't get you retrained this turn, unfortunately. That's a bummer. We're going to have to wait till next turn. Can't get any new troops trained here, but we do have the Valiant Council Hall underway. Sometimes I forget how strong the Dol Guldur faction really is. Yeah, I do as well. And this is actually my first time fighting them on very hard difficulty. So I thought it was bad enough fighting Dol Guldur on medium or hard, but very hard. Different story altogether, I feel like. The spamming just gets completely out of control. And that's probably the worst thing about Dol Guldur, is just how much they spam their armies. As if there's just no end to their resources, there's no end to the supply of troops they have. It's the worst thing to deal with in any faction, is just when they're constantly spamming full stack armies. And it doesn't matter how many troops they lose in a single turn, they can recover their losses in just a couple of turns. And that's what makes Dol Guldur painstakingly frustrating. Especially if you're playing as the elves, because it doesn't matter how many orcs you kill, they will just recover their losses like it's nothing. Versus any troops you lose, it's a pain in the neck to try to get anybody replenished back to full health, depending on where you are. Okay, let's see here. Got some money to play around with here.
I think we need to work on Hall of Music. That'll be helpful. You're already building a barracks. Onazanar definitely needs to stay busy. I need you to be converted into a rich and bustling settlement up here, even though you're a fortress. Let's see. I think I'll build a Hall of Culture up here. Because you already have the guard barracks, but culture is not high enough to justify training new units up there just yet. So I think a Hall of Culture would help. Does it help? I don't think it helps with cultural conversion. We might be better off with an artist studio. Yeah, that'll only take 2 turns, and that helps with 1% every turn, so better than where it's at right now. Yep, I've already checked on these guys. So now I'm going to check on Lothlorien, get you guys moving up against these filthy orcs. We will kill them off.
Evil must not be allowed to triumph this day.
Okay. Alright, so this is the nice little trip down memory lane. Lothlorien has some incredibly tanky bodyguards. They are not easy to kill off at all. Especially when you've got Celeborn in the battlefield. Though I do miss the profile pics from earlier versions of DAC. I'm not a big fan of these. They look kind of washed out to me. Not the biggest fan of these two, unfortunately. So, my only real complaint seeing Lothlorien as a faction. Okay, here we go. And these guys have insanely long range. Not as long as Legolas, but only by about 35 meters they're short. Alright, we'll get you moving forward. Alright, their goblins are probably gonna wait until we're in range. They're hidden somewhere up there in that mess. But that's okay, we have very thick armor. So it won't be easy for those goblins to kill off our bodyguards. Okay, Celeborn. Celeborn's got his insanely tanky Burial Engelaith over here. They are probably one of the sickest units looking bodyguards in the entire game. I mean, just look at that crazy armor there. I do love the design of his bodyguard. Plus, they've got these long swords, spear-like, well, sword-like spears anyways. I'm not entirely sure what you call them. I think they're just spears that he's armed with. But it does make him an incredibly effective anti-cavalry unit, anti-monster unit. Just his bodyguard just excels in just fighting anything on the battlefield, pretty much. Unless it's a Belrog. Okay, let's hope that I don't get Haldir over here killed. That would be pretty bad. Oh, I forgot he has this cool looking ability. Alright, ignore the goblins. Yeah, that was not a very good charge. Get some up-close action here. And they pull out their long spears. These guys are just going to get butchered.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And we get to see Haldir's bodyguard here, just maiming a bunch of orcs. Haven't lost anybody at this point. We've wiped out half of their army. Just saw him kill an Easterling over there. That was pretty sick. Oh. Lost one guy to that charge. Not a big deal. Once their cavalry's wiped out, we can just mop up the rest of this mess over here. Alright, there we go. Okay. Let's fire on these guys again. Apparently, Celeborn's ability, as well as Legolas and Thranduil's, they cause infighting amongst the enemy. I'm not entirely sure if that really does anything beyond just stunning them for like half a second.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight.
So I don't necessarily think it's infighting, because I never really see these guys fighting each other. I think it's just like a stun. Alright, and Celeborn, I'm going to have you pursue them now.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, so we need to make sure that all these guys are annihilated. Don't want these guys getting away. This needs to be total wipeout. No excuse for this. Aw, so close.
The victory we have won here today.
Alright, well that was easy peasy. Got rid of them. Okay, they're done for. Execute. Okay, now, best thing to do would be... I wonder who would be a better governor. I'm going to go ahead and put a bunch of these troops. Actually, how much free upkeep do we get? We get 2 from the city walls. Nothing from here. 2 from the Hall of Music. Nothing there, of course. So I think we get 4 altogether, maybe? Yeah, we get 4 altogether, so that means a bunch of these guys are going to have to go into a fort. I'm going to try to see if I can put them all in here. That'll help save on some money. I can't really do anything with these guys this turn. I'll try to retrain some troops. I'll get a port going here, and let's just boost these taxes like crazy, because we need way more money coming in. And then we've got Araniril, or Araniril, something like that. I'm pretty sure that is Brad Pitt's photo from Troy. Instantly, I think that's a still from Troy right there, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and his bodyguard... Oh, it's going to be the same stats as, of course, our Mirkwood bodyguard, but they're not going to look like that. This is Lothlorien, so these guys are going to have the typical Galathrim armor that we're so familiar with from the Two Towers. Alright, let me just see if we can try to keep this. I think I'll build... We'll build land clearance here to help out. Actually, a militia garrison will be helpful. Plus, it would give us some free upkeep. Let's do that instead. Okay, I think this is a pretty satisfying place to leave this. Let's just see where things go from here. I'm really hoping that this alternative in the campaign will help us out way more. Come on, Anduin Vale. Push back the goblins. I don't want to deal with this huge chore from them. I'll send you whatever aid I have. Okay, Arundolin can build a bladesmith's guild. Let me just put that aside for now. Oh, and Premi returns. Oh, that's great. Whilst ostensibly in command of the northern garrison, Lord Premi has, in truth, been conducting reconnaissance missions into the lands around Lothlorien. For some time now, Lord Celeborn and the Lady Galadriel have long foreseen the coming war with Sauron and his minions in Dol Guldur, and they have been gathering as much information as they could. Now, however, the time has come to strike out with greater strength, and Impremi has long been revered as Lordian's greatest commander. His return will surely ensure the safety and security of the forest. And Ordofin has been promoted. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I don't want to read through all that right now. This really helps us out. Income is going to be in a tricky spot, but I think that's okay, given that we now have a crap load of new bodyguards.
Follow me. Come, my brothers. Elves.
And Impremi has one of the sickest bodyguards amongst the elves. They have the Galathrim swordsmen. I think these guys are stronger than Orthodir's Gate Guard, if I'm not mistaken. But I need to get these guys on the move. This army especially, this will be extremely helpful in retaking Lim here. But he is still a couple of turns away. Oh, I'm going to have you build something here. Yep. Not now, anyways.
Yes, my lord.
I need some idea about what's going on over here.
Yes.
It's just a bunch of goblins. Honestly, it's crazy, but I think these 4 guys alone could be enough to destroy this entire army. They have no general. It is possible for us to wipe them out. Or at the very least, I'll take this army here and besiege Lim here. Yeah, let me think about that. Because I could take Celeborn and Heldir easily, combine forces with these guys. Even Impremi could join them.
Like the wind. Follow me.
Yeah, let me think about this one. I think they could besiege Lim here. I need a spy down here, because now I don't know what happened in this gray zone. Can I get some troops retrained here? Might as well get some more wardens going, I guess.
Yes, my lord.
Can't get anybody trained here. I could try to send these archers and these units back. That might help.
Onward.
Nope, can't do anything with you just yet. But in exchange, I will send... Yeah, we gotta think about the economy. We gotta start putting some more troops in here.
For the light.
I might send you guys back too. See if I can get you retrained. I can't, unfortunately. Not much I can do with you guys then. Put you in here for now, I guess. Onazanar. You guys are going to be alone up there for a while. I mean, I did sell a bunch of this territory to Gondor and the Dunedain, so I'm hoping they can hold it there for a good long time. I'm not sure. Alright, I'm going to send this cavalry up there to see if it can help out a little bit. Because I know these guys will not be able to recruit new troops up here for a very long time. Our military is already stretched out as it is. Aw, man. Isengard took it away from them. You know, I was hoping Isengard would not bother the Dunedain here, because they are quite powerful right now, but I guess I was wrong about that, so that really sucks. Oh boy, that really sucks. So now I'm going to have to deal with that danger down there. I'm really going to have to get a spy down here or some watchtowers set up. But we do have to take back Lim here. We don't have a choice in that matter.
There they are. Put them down. Keep them up, elves.
We'll have you support this army.
Sire.
And you will support them too. That way they are pretty much guaranteed to win that.
By the light of Elven.
Put you guys in here for now. You guys will be busy building stuff.
Sire.
I probably should have merged some of you guys, actually.
My lord.
Yeah, why do I only have one unit of these guys? Very few in number. They are completely battered. Not much else I can really do this turn. Except wipe these guys out quickly. That would be a good idea. Get them off the map. I wonder if Legolas himself would be enough to deal with this turmoil.
Come on. By the light of Elbereth. Assail.
Let me just see if he can do this himself, because do I really want to waste time fighting this battle? Nah, he can't, unfortunately. That really sucks. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes Legolas by himself can take on an army that outnumbers him 5 or 6 to 1. Just this time, he's not that lucky, unfortunately. Alright, so we're going to have to send potentially this whole army out to fight them. Best that we just get rid of these guys now while we can. Alright, we definitely want to fight this manually. We don't want to face heavy casualties here. Alright, let's go ahead and get you guys moving. I really expect Legolas to do most of this fighting here. Keep the Dalish cavalry up there. It's pretty misty, so I don't want to be dealing with having to attack them directly. Looks like they're going to come straight for us. Sometimes the AI is a little unpredictable, like they're clearly outmatched, even outnumbered, but they insist on attacking us. I wonder if it's because they're not being led by a general. I don't know. I'm definitely going to keep the Dalish cavalry nearby because I want these guys to take out that ballista as quickly as possible. But Legolas will be able to take out a lot of these troops once they're in range. And where are my archers? Oh, I've only got 1 unit of them. Okay. Alright, 1 volley will wipe out pretty much this entire unit. Go ahead, Legolas. Let him have it. Anytime now, Legolas. They're in range. Fire. Oh my goodness, you better not be glitching again. Okay. Sometimes Legolas's bodyguard glitches. It just doesn't seem to follow orders. Alright. Didn't take out as many as I thought they would, especially since they were in close formations. That was a bit disappointing. I expect better from you, Legolas. And we gotta make sure these wargs are completely out of the picture before we send in our cavalry. But we'll just try to sneak a little bit closer to them if we can. Just kind of walk towards them. Let's definitely take out these wargs now. Quick volley will get them out of the picture. Alright. Honestly, I don't think we're going to need more than just these troops to keep the front line going. It's a good thing we got Legolas's army pretty much fully replenished here. That's good. We'll take out those wargs. I got these heavy warg. Actually, no, that's still light cavalry. They look like heavy cavalry. I don't know why they're classified as light when they've got all this armor. Yep, here they come. Alright, let's see if I can try to go after that ballista now. Actually, just get a little bit closer. Oh, come on. They're going after my best troops. Of course they are.
Good tidings. The enemy
Alright, so yep, his captain's dead. Alright, I'm going to send you guys back, because that ballista won't stop following you, unfortunately. All I really need is just, like, 1 good charge here. Legolas, I want you to hit these guys really quick. The other archers will protect you. Alright, fall back, get out of there. Yeah, you're way too close to their cavalry. Get out of there. Oh, dang. I got a bunch of my troops killed that way, too. It's not good. Come on, Legolas.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
I really should have waited.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, it won't be long before these guys are running for the hills.
Hold your fire. If
Yep,
we continue
they're
like
routed.
this, we will smash the enemy. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, so got them taken care of.
Hold your fire.
Alright, there you go. They're done for. There's really nobody else left to chase here. Yep, they're done for too. That's good. And we're done with that. Lost 17 elves, unfortunately, and about 10 riders. "17 troops, I mean. Lost 10 riders, unfortunately. That kind of blows. Execute. Okay. At this point, I really don't care about taking ransoms anymore. Yep, you'll head back home. And you will just chill out here for a while. I wonder what kind of upgrades we can get these guys. They don't have a way station here, so what kind of upgrade are they getting? Oh, that's right, the bladesmith skill. That's right. That's what they're getting, an attack bonus. That's good. Still can't train any troops up there. I better talk to the Anduin Vale and get this alliance going. We really need this.
You have a proposition for us?
Alright, come on.
I do not believe I may.
Why do they make it so hard to make an alliance? Like, you're struggling. You need help, brother. Like, do not force me to empty out 5,000 gold like the elves did. Like Lothorian did.
No, we cannot.
Oh, for God's sake, you're insufferable. How much gold are these guys going to force me to fork out just to have an alliance with them? Come on.
How could we? The pleasure was all ours.
Stingy bastards.
As you wish.
Alright. I don't know why they're fighting for an alliance with having me pay for it. That's just silly. I'm going to get you guys moving in here. I really got to get some of these troops sent back for retraining. I don't know where I'm going to get this cavalry taken care of. We desperately need troops in this area, but we're still a long ways off from reaching that. Culture isn't even there yet to train new troops. Certainly isn't here either. It's 14%.
For the light.
Yes, my lord.
Hopefully we can make it in time to help these guys out. I would send Orthodir, but Orthodir's too far away to really help at the moment.
Elves.
I might just get these guys moving, honestly. But if I do that, the public order turns into a disaster here. And we lose a lot of money here, too. Yeah, it may not be such a good idea to send Thranduil. Let me see if I could at least send Orthodir out. He's closer anyways. I mean, yeah, we lose some money there, but at least public order is not a complete mess.
Elves. My lord.
I think I'll just put you guys in there to help improve things a little bit more. And then I can send Orthodeer down here to help out. That might be good. I mean, he could technically make it by next turn. That's not so bad. I know I'm going to lose money next turn, unfortunately. Oh, jeez, these guys came out of nowhere. You got to be kidding me. Where did these guys come from? I mean, these numbers are just ridiculous. This is 8,000. We're talking borderline 8,000 goblins and orcs that we have to deal with. It is an unreal number that we have to fight right now. Holy cow. I still think we can win it. Crazy as I am to think this, we could still win this, but this is still an insane number to deal with. If we are going to have to fight these odds, we better just do it now, because they don't have a general to lead them. They don't have any cavalry, they don't have any siege equipment, so it'll just be a very bloody affair up front and close, but they won't be a match for our best elven soldiers. Plus, we could deal a huge number of casualties on them from a distance. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll have like a huge hilltop to defend from. But still, this is the most ridiculous number I have to deal with. Nearly 8,000 goblins and orcs that we have to fight. It's like, how do these numbers balloon like this? It's just unreal. Okay, so they're going to have an army pop out from behind me, unfortunately. So, where are we really going to defend? That's the tough part. I mean, I guess I could try back here, see how this works out. This will be an extremely difficult battle to fight. Let's not have any illusions about this. But you know what? It could work. It's just crazy enough to work. I'll keep you guys over here. And Premi will stay over there. I think our best bet, really, is just to stay together. Just fight it out like the Battle of Waterloo in squares, you know? Just stay in very close formation. I might just confine myself over here, because then the AI will have a difficult time trying to get around me. And if they have to fight me completely up close, then why not force them into a very big congested area? Already computer is kind of lagging. I mean, these are such ridiculous numbers we have to deal with. I can't tell which one's supposed to be the smaller army. Hardly makes a difference, you know? They look like they should be in range. Good to see these guys fighting. It's been a long time since I've seen these fantastic Elathram archers. They're really awesome. Alright, I want you guys to get up close too. I really hope we don't lose a general in this fight. That would be the worst part. Losing any of our generals would be catastrophic for us. Yeah, we're just killing goblins left and right. This is first major battle for Lothlorien. Let's put you in the shield formation. Alright, let's try to hit some of these missile units as well. This is just an insane number we have to deal with. I mean, if we win this battle, I hope to get some amazing screenshots out of this, because this is crazy. Oh, your captain's dead. Actually, that level will probably be a sergeant or something. I'm really not good at trying to figure out military ranking. We are racking up the kills. 7% is a lot. 7% of 8,000 is a big number. But we're going to be running out of ammo soon, and then we're going to have to draw our swords. Now, the only things we really have to worry about are these Mirkwood class infantry. They are far better, far superior to their goblin and their orc class counterparts. Their light infantry counterparts anyways, because these guys will just break at the first sign of trouble. These guys are much tougher. They're a much tougher nut to crack. So I would prefer that they were the first targets, but they're kind of out of range, unfortunately. It looks like the AI is just basically forcing us to waste our arrows on these guys, but we have no choice. They're shooting at us, so we're going to have to fire back. Can't just take it at face value, you know? We've already killed off 11% of their army, which is pretty good when you think about it. And we've only lost a couple of L's at this point, so 1% and 12% of their army's been killed. Killed, wounded, or incapacitated. More like killed or wounded at this point. Alright, so I wonder when the AI is going to move in. Oh, okay. Speak of the devil. Now, this is a very intimidating force right here. What I'm really worried about is that they're sending in their trashier units to soften us up a bit, and then they've got their meteor infantry to try to finish off the job. So I need to redirect my efforts elsewhere very soon. Heldir, I need you to aim for these archers over here. Alright, Galathrim archers, aim for these archers over here. Because we're not going to have much of an opportunity to fire back once we're in close combat. Alright, I'm going to have you switch places. And Premi will come over here. Yeah, we could have a big problem with all these orcs firing at us, unfortunately. Look how many archers we've killed at this point. That's crazy. That's a crazy number of their army killed off, and yet it's only 17% of their total army. Only 17%. My only hope is that if we can miraculously win this battle, this will wipe out a lot of Dol Guldur strength in the area, and maybe they won't be a threat for a while at that point. I don't know. Yep, they're coming in with the worst now, unfortunately. Better get ready. Alright, I'm gonna pull you guys back now. Alright, come on, one more volley. Alright, we'll use the archers as backup. Oh boy, this is gonna get so ugly. Very ugly, unfortunately. Yeah, this is such an insane battle right now. My goodness. They still have a crap load of these archers left, unfortunately. They're going to cause a lot of casualties. But this is probably our best bet to win this battle, is just to stay close. Stay close and don't allow the enemy to break us anywhere. I mean, the good news is they're sending in the last of their best troops. So if we can survive against these guys, we can kill off the rest of their army. Their Mirkwood Slayers are already retreating, which is good. I can't send in my reserves too soon, especially since this area might collapse faster than Impremi. Alright, these guys are running. Perfect. Alright, I've got to get you guys moving over here to help out Impremi. Get you guys to the back real quick. We're at 9%, but we've killed off 35% of their army. I can get these archers to come in and flank these guys. That way Impremi has a little bit of a break. But these guys running isn't great because they will come back and regroup, unfortunately. And I've got no cavalry to chase them down. If I had one unit of cavalry, we could have chased all these guys down, which would have been insanely helpful. But it won't be that easy. If we win this battle, it will be with insanely high casualties, unfortunately. Alright, I think I've already used up his ability. Rally the troops again. We can still use your abilities if we need them, which is good. Our casualties are going up, but their kill count needs... We need to get the kill count up much higher. I may have to rally their spirits again. I mean, if by some miracle we can get one of their flanks to collapse, we can start caving in on their center, which is really going to decide this battle. But unfortunately... Oh wait, I still got these guys left. I could potentially sneak around here. If I can just get them through this narrow opening here, slip around and flank them here, they won't be able to respond that well. We could be surrounded over here, unfortunately. They're gearing up to flank me over here. That's really bad. Yeah, I've got no choice. I'm going to have to go down there and help them out. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to flank these guys if I can, because if I can get these guys to run, then hitting their center is going to be much easier. We're close to killing off half their army. I need you guys to go around. Just, come on. Come on, this way. This way, come on.
Seems to be swinging in our favor. Only half the enemy force remains.
Come on, guys. Come on, you can do it. Come on, flank around them. Make those goblins nervous. Yes! Yes! Yes, my boys. Yes, my glorious elves. Yes, they have caved, as I anticipated. Now, slaughter them, my pretties. Yes, now this side's in trouble, unfortunately. But that's okay. We've got their center collapse. We're going to rally the troops again. Nope, 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 don't do that. Come on, boys. Who is still fighting in this mess? Boys, we need to regroup. Come on, hurry, hurry. Consolidate, consolidate. We need to flank their center now. The army is collapsing. Keep it up, boys. We could win this without losing any more generals. Alright, head for the center now. We can win this. Come on, boys. We've got them on the run. They're panicking. Oh, come on. Oh, they're routing. That's good.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Okay, that was definitely worth it right there. I just hope Impremi can hold out, because these archers are really in trouble.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Nah, not great ones.
The enemy general abandons his men.
Alright, they're in trouble now. 63% killed off. I know you guys are tired. Come on, boys. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. We're gonna win this one. Yes, we're collapsing on their archers now. The archers are running. Alright, I need you to switch gears and hit these guys.
Our men have captured the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see us defeat the rest of his army.
Problem is, I don't think this is going to be a wipeout, unfortunately. Somehow they still have these abilities left. That's wonderful. I need you guys to turn around and chase them down. Our casualties are not that bad. 34% so far. Oh, these guys are still going after us. Okay. Alright, come on, guys. Don't slow down. Keep chasing.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs.
Alright, so at this point, all we gotta do is just chase down the rest of their army. Come on, boys. We got this. No, don't slow down. Catch them. Catch them. Yeah, this won't be a wipeout, unfortunately. Did wipe out a good part of their army, but not a complete annihilation. Those buggers are gonna get away. And fortunately, we didn't lose any of our generals, which is even bigger. But I don't think this is enough to be a wipeout, unfortunately. I think we let way too many orcs get away. Alright, come on. That's enough, right? He's dead.
Our foe is utterly vanquished. Let all who remember this day
Alright, so...
as the day of our
I
most
think that may have been
glorious
Heldir's
victory.
unit. Wiped out 838 orcs. That's pretty good overall. We took on an army of nearly 8,000 goblins and orcs. But they still got away with over 1,000, unfortunately. That would have been way better if they were completely annihilated. Unfortunately, that is just not to be. Major battle that, huge dent to their influence in the area, says Martin. Yes, I would say so, unless they somehow have another full stack army somewhere nearby. Because that is Dol Guldur for you. They're not like in either faction. Alright. As you can see, they can still spare some troops.
We must defend these lands.
Alright.
Guard this area.
So that definitely helps out a bit. And we've got some reinforcements coming from the south, which should help us out in the long run. Oh, we actually have money coming in now, which is good. The Anduin falters. Oh my goodness. Anduin, you lost this territory? How did you let that happen? They were right there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna be sick to my stomach now. Yep, gotta send you back now, unfortunately.
For the light. Onward.
Why, Anduin? Why? Good news in Lordian, and then you lose that region. A pivotal region that we desperately need you to control. Okay. Let's see, what else we got here? We need to build dirt paths. We need better roads here. What about Legolas? What are you up to? Might as well get these guys retrained too. I don't think I can get you guys retrained, can I? Oh, I can now. That's good. Money is not looking too bad. Better than where we were before. These guys have finally arrived, so now we can get this built here. I'll at least have the cavalry catch up to you guys. Actually, no, you all go together. Just do that.
Take them out. Our lands will be safe once more.
Alright. Very, very big battle we had to fight, but totally worth it.
My lord.
Need a spy in this area for sure, because the only one I got close to being a spy is this guy, so I have to rely on him for reconnaissance. Next, we'll have to retake this region. I don't know how strong they're... Well, that's a pretty decent army. But they'll be sending way more troops in there very quickly. Won't be long. Alright. Elven culture's at 61%. Not bad. We need to build... Actually, I think a barracks would be more useful here. Or do we already have an archery range here? We do, don't we? Yeah, Lothlorien and Ori has... Yeah, they do. They have a practice range. That's good. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to deal with you guys this turn. Actually, you know what? I don't have to. You guys can come out and deal with them yourself. Because this will be like an auto-resolve right here. Alright, sent him packing. I probably should have fought that manually, because then this guy's got to come back to be a pest to us. Yeah, I'm going to fight that manually. Wouldn't surprise me in their blasted script, says Ed Martin. Yeah, that's the worst thing about Dol Guldur. They are the one faction that just keeps instantly spamming reinforcements, no matter how many losses they take. It's a dent for now, but they'll easily replace those troops within a matter of just a couple of turns. Handful of turns, and they could be sending just as many troops back up this way. So that's why we have to take advantage of this momentum and just push down east as quickly as we can, southeast. All right, I'm going to fight this again. And we'll just quickly get these guys out of the picture. Trying my best not to use my more disposable troops anyways, because those troops are difficult to replace, unfortunately. Maybe they're more indisposable, is what I would say. Okay. This general came way too late to the battle. If he was commanding that battle, we would have taken much bigger casualties. It's possible we could have even lost that battle. I'm not sure, because a general really does change the morale of the troops to a great extent for the orcs, because they'll go from being completely cowardly and not great at responding to flanking maneuvers and heavy losses to, okay, we'll fight to the very last orc if they have a general commanding them. But if we can wipe out this general now, that'd be great, because I really don't want to deal with him commanding a much bigger army. Best that we kill him now. Okay, let's kill off these archers here. These guys will soon be in range. I'm going to go ahead and get Empremi ready to go soon. Alright, let's get a good close-up of these guys charging ahead. Very good. Take out those swords quickly.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, come on guys. Full volleys. Right into them. Come on. Well, let's get you guys over here. There you go. Now they're all firing. That's good.
Only half the enemy force remains. Good tidings.
There you go.
General lies
Alright,
dead.
so he's done. Rest of that army will be running pretty soon. Now we can just focus completely on these archers, and Premi will just chase them down.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
No, come on, chase him, chase him. Darn, just keep chasing. No, it should be... Yeah, these guys could get away, unfortunately. There you go. Killed a couple of them off, that's good.
This is a clear
That should be a wipeout. I mean, they've only got 60 left. I mean, how is that going to show up on the campaign map? Especially since their general's been completely killed off, so that's good. Yep, done for it. Alright, you guys did good. You'll head back. This guy has Marsh Wardens, which will be helpful, because he's got 230 meters, so it'll be like having their own version of Legolas. I need you guys to continue making your way up here. Yep, you'll build another one of these. Alright, and these troops will be very much needed to continue the fight down here. I am tempted to sell this region because I don't like the idea of trying to hold it for myself, especially since its fight against Dol Guldur is only going to intensify from here. This really worries me because now the goblins have a freer hand to just continue harassing me down here, well, up here in the north. And it is still going to be a long time before I can get fresh troops in this area. I could start by sending these guys over. I mean, whatever troops I could send is just desperately needed. Nope, can't train anybody there. I can build something here now. That's good. Should probably get an art gallery going here, because culture needs to grow a lot faster. I'm going to go ahead and save this as Woodland 63. Because now we're at a point in the campaign where we need to make sure that Lothlorien can make progress from the south. Because we're going to need their help in taking the capital if it's ever going to happen. But at least we took back Lim here. That's a big move. Very big move. Now we just need to rely on Orthodir and Thranduil to push the goblins back to Goblin Town. Yeah, the goblins look like they could be... Oh man, we lost a lot of money this turn. Shoot. Alright, we'll need all this cavalry. I'm gonna have to merge some of these units for sure. Alright, and Ordofin, I mean, not Orfer. Ordofin will stay here. I need you guys to join these guys.
Yes, my lord. As you wish.
Yep, as predicted, they've got another big army over here that I'm going to have to slap around. Okay, so we're going to have to march down here. We are just going to have to go down there and take it, because we got to reclaim this territory as quickly as possible. My only concern is Isengard encroaching from the south. That'll be pretty bad for us, unfortunately. But what's more important is taking this region back for sure. Actually, I gotta send him first. Yep, you go that way. You will... Let me see here. How do I want to do this?
Elven warriors! Elves!
Alright, you'll just join up with him. That's fine.
We join in arms!
Oh, we can increase taxes here. That's good. I've got a spy here. So what I need to do is... I'm not too worried about those guys. I think Cause of Doom can keep them busy. I need way more intel here. It's a big army. Oh, that's not good. Kamula's over here. Kamula's going to make that battle significantly worse, because then his troops will all fight to the very last, unfortunately, unless he's killed off. At least the Valiant Council Hall is only 2 turns away. That's good. But we're losing money every turn now, unfortunately. I'm not entirely sure what we're losing money to. Is it really the upkeep of the army again? Because we were in the positive for 1 turn. So I'm not sure. It's probably just how insanely expensive all these units are, unfortunately. Alright, I need you guys to make it over here. You guys can start on a new... Ooh, guard barracks would be nice. Practice range would be better. Actually, no, I think a guard barracks would be better for this situation. I still can't train new troops here. Even though I have a practice range and a barracks, the culture is at 32%. It's going to cost me a lot of money, but I think we should get this going. But I really hate for our economy to be in the red again. I think I better put all these guys into a fort if I can. I think that just made it worse, unfortunately. I think the problem is we got to get these troops moving as well. We got too many troops down here, costing us a fortune to maintain. Might be best if we just get them moving now and just fight whatever battles they can. I could send Orthodeer down here to deal with these goblins, because they're not going to be that big of a deal. Okay, so... economically speaking, we're going to have to see what we can do about some of these troops here, because this is costing us a fortune to maintain. And trying to defend Erdendolen, even though it is bringing in a lot of money for us, is going to be difficult to maintain. It might just be better if we sell this region for some quick money, just to keep the war machine going. Because the time that we can buy with more funds in the account will allow us to make progress elsewhere. We could take back Idrekarn over here, whatever it's called. That's possible.
Yes, stopping here.
Sire,
I wonder if he would make a better governor. Ow, he would. Jeez. Okay, so how much free upkeep do we get here? 2 from the slave quarters, rather ironic. Slave quarters. Okay, so there's not a whole lot of free upkeep we get here, only for 2 units. So it's probably best I send you guys into this fort. That'll help alleviate finances a lot more. That puts us in a much better light. I'm really going to have to get some of these guys retrained, though, unfortunately. I'm going to have to just disband you guys, because you're too few to really help out. And if any trouble comes, I know I can rely on Orphan over here to quickly come out and fight these guys. Not a big deal. I am going to save this, though, as turn 4, just to see where things are going. I may have to send these guys back too, because it's costing my economy a fortune to keep all these troops here. I only get 1 free upkeep here for the slave pit. Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, I better send all these guys in here. I think this can support up to 6. 2 from the city, 2 from the caverns, 3 from the Hall of Culture. Okay, so that's a guaranteed 3, right? That's a guaranteed 7 right there. So you can support another unit easily. Let's go ahead and put you in here. That helps out. Though this place is going to bleed me dry. And I have to keep as many troops here as I possibly can. Let's end this turn then. I don't think we'll be able to do much with our troops in the north, unfortunately. Again, I may have to sell Erendolan to justify sending troops again. Alright, so we'll have to fight this battle here to take back Adrekan, which won't be easy. And look at that, we gotta fight another huge battle, this time against 3, 4, 5,000 orcs against our 1,300 elves. But they're not being led by Kamul, so that's really good. That could help us out quite a bit. So it's not that bad. I think we can deal with this. They've only got those silly ballistas, unfortunately, but we can go around their flanks and deal with that. I was hoping they wouldn't have any wargs, because that's just going to slow up my progress down. I might make this the last battle of the night. Just because I kind of need a break. But I may come back this weekend to play again, even though I have to work all weekend. But I have developed a pretty bad habit of playing late into the night, because when I do play campaigns like this, I just completely lose all concept of time. If I play on a work night, I could end up playing from midnight or 12:30 to easily 4 a.m., which has been disastrous for my sleep, unfortunately. It's just completely wreaked havoc on me. Been very hurtful for trying to get sleep and trying to boost my my stamina throughout the day. Oh boy, it's very bad to stay up that late. I don't think I need to tell you how awful that is. So, as much as I want to play this over the weekend, I think I'll have to be very selective about when I do it, and I need more discipline over how long. Oh boy, we put ourselves in the worst spot. Okay, I really hate these phalanx units that have to insist on marching so slowly unless you get them into loose formation of some sort. Alright, so the good news is they're not going after us just yet, so they're going to give us all the time we need to get these troops into position. In fact, I could just take this position now.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Alright, I better use my cavalry to get around them. Because they've got siege equipment over there, so I'd use my scouts to harass them a bit. Oh, they got these slayers over here. Yeah, we better take them out. Alright, I'm going to charge into this ballista now. Get rid of these guys now.
Our men have slain the enemy
There we go. Killed off one of their captains. That's good.
their will to fight.
Alright. Let's get the scouts out of there before they get too beat up. Good work. Keep it up. Keep it up. Alright. I need to aim for the more intimidating units, for sure. Elders just have to keep... You guys just have to keep up the firepower against their archers. Alright, hit the ballistas now. Oh, crap. Dang. Jeez. Yep, come on, kill off that ballista crew. They've already caused enough casualties. Alright, I've got to have you guys turn around real quick. Oh, they got these spears over here. That's bad. Alright, they're coming in with their big wave now. I better get you up there really quick. Oh, they're routing. Perfect. Perfect. Got them running. Alright.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Alright, I better get these archers to back up a bit. Hit those marauders. I just hope Heldir doesn't get killed. Where are my scouts? Okay, they're all the way over there. Alright, I need you guys to come back here and help out. Heldir's in kind of a tricky spot, unfortunately. Also, I really hope I don't get my general killed over here, too. That's an entire unit lost if he gets killed. This ballista, though. Is it killed off completely? Alright, because you never know when some of the crew decide to go back and try to operate the equipment. There could literally be one orc that comes back and tries and tries to land a couple of shots on his own. Dang, Helldeer's under a lot of pressure. Alright, we need you over here. Alright, come on, scouts. Charge in behind. Alright, that was not a great charge.
For the moment, the fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such.
Nope, fall back, fall back. That must be their captain there. We kill him off, the rest of the army's gonna be running. But we are dealing with some more pressure on our right, unfortunately. I gotta have to get these guys moving.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
I'm starting to sense some collapse here. Yep, there we go. Perfect. Yep, they know their center's in trouble now. We just gotta save our spearmen over here. They're really struggling. How is their captain not dead yet? Did we kill him? Jeez, I lost a lot of stags there. That really bites. Alright, finally, we got them routing. Perfect. Alright, come on, let's get this army on the run.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
Alright, pursue, pursue. What are these guys doing way back here?
The enemy general abandons his men.
Alright, they're all running now. That's good, that's good. There you go. I got a couple good pictures there. Some Galathrim archer shooting. Alright, come on, Impremi. Let's hunt these guys down. You guys should not be standing around. I need you to hunt orcs down. Alright, you guys did a good job. Come over here and get these guys. Make sure they don't get away. Yeah, it's just too bad a lot of these orcs got away. Alright, it's a good part of the army off the field, but I don't think it's going to be enough to be a wipeout, unfortunately. Should be able to get rid of all these Mirkwood swords. Or spears, I mean. Come on, let's get rid of you. Come on. It just makes me cringe how many times we're going to have to fight Dol Guldur like this on these massive battles.
Vanquished. Let all who remember this day
229, so it's a bit of a dent in our forces, especially considering that right now we can't expect reinforcements from Karas for a while. So pretty soon this army's going to wither down or whittle down to basically just only Heldir and Celeborn and whatever bodyguards they have left. Even defeating that army doesn't mean Edrekon is completely ours. They will send troops over there quickly. Especially since Dol Guldur, the capital, is so close to the front line, it's very easy for them to send more troops. Alright, finally we're in the green again. That helps. Just please stay in the green. Okay, so the Stag Riders took permanent losses. Unfortunately, they didn't recoup any of that. That really sucks. We didn't lose a lot of troops in that battle overall. It's not that bad. But now I need to be ready for whatever else is coming this way.
Yes, my lord. Without question. As you
I'll need to send you down this way.
journey planned out.
And we'll have to deal with these guys over here too, unfortunately. So, this place is still building a port. It'll be done in one turn. What do you have right now? So you only have a barracks. Wow. And what do we need to build a guard barracks? Alright, so... Oh, we can get the sentinels in here. That's good. These guys are pretty reliable. Okay. But we still need a Hall of Culture in order to do that, and we'll have to build one here, unfortunately. Okay, well that's for the High Elves to deal with. That's not really my concern. Not for a while, anyways. Yeah, let's keep it at high taxes. I can recruit more of these guys, which will be helpful. Goblins are gearing up for another major attack. It's not that bad so far. Let's just hope the Anduin Vale can keep Dol Guldur busy in the south, because I think I'm going to have to get Legolas moving again, and we may have to sell this region. Might be the best decision for us. Gonna head to bed, mate. Hope you keep bashing these pesky wood orcs. Thanks, Martin. I appreciate that. I'll do my uttermost, for sure. Wish me luck, because the Woodland Realm campaign is already a more stressful campaign at this point than Ard Adenheim. That much I will definitely say. Hope to have you on the next stream, buddy. Thanks again for watching. Alright, let's see what we've got here. I could build public baths. No, why would I want to do that right now? Let's see, communal farming. Master's Builder Hall would actually be helpful, but it's kind of expensive right now. Money is really tight. I think we're better off building... Actually, Leather Tanner. Let's do that. We are at 33% culture, but now we've got a long time to wait before we can recruit these guys. A very long time. And I've got to wait 2 more turns for the guard barracks to be done. Also, let's keep an eye down here. Dol Guldur doesn't look like it's trying to sneak for Tartafaline anytime soon. That's good. How's culture looking here? 27%, that's not bad. It's getting better. I could definitely start moving some of these troops again, which we desperately need. But I really need a spy down here. I gotta check and see where my spies are. I got one guy there. Oh, another guy up there. Okay, so I only got 3 spies total. So that's where my 3rd spy is this whole time. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to move Thranduil down south with Orthodir, as many troops as we can spare, and just deal a knockout blow to the goblins, because they are still a problem. If we can take Goblin Town by some miracle, we could sell it to a very rich faction, and that would actually help plug this gap in for quite some time, and then it would allow us to completely focus our efforts on Dol Guldur. But things are still in the balance right now. Getting rid of Gundabad is one thing which really helps out in the long run for sure, but we still have to worry about what could happen up here in the north if Gondor is not able to keep this region. It could be a problem. Down here, I have to worry about Isengard because I don't know if they're sending any troops up here. If they do, it could be a very, very big problem for us logistically. And then we have to take this as quickly as we can, but we are likely going to have to fight another big battle here. Just take a Drekarn. I may even just have to sell this region once I take it, because I got to do whatever I can to try to take the capital, which will not be easy. And Legolas is a long ways away from that. So I think this is where I'm going to end it for tonight, just so I can give some more thought about how to approach this next stream. I think what I want to do is sell Arendolin, maybe even to the Dunedain, because the Dunedain are very strong right now, and Dol Guldur won't mess with them. So I could sell this to the Dunedain. That would give Legolas plenty of room to maybe even send his forces westwards and then south, or maybe towards Leoholt itself. I'm not sure. Right now, we got to do something with Legolas because he can't sit there with so many troops. He's got to make progress elsewhere. So, yep, I've already saved this game. Let me see what would happen if we destroyed all of this. Again, I'm not a big fan of doing this, but as the Woodland Realm, this is still kind of the early game. I'll sell this to the Dunedain for a lot of money. That way we've got a comfortable neutral zone as a buffer between our capital and Dol Guldur to the south. This will give Legolas plenty of room to move his troops elsewhere, which we desperately need.
An honor and a pleasure.
It is a shame that we have to sell it, but we got to get Legolas on the move again. So we'll go ahead and get him moving in this direction. And this gives us plenty of money to move lots of troops around. We'll get another general recruited for sure. The Valiant Council Hall is almost done. I'm going to get these guys moving instead. In fact, I might get you moving. Let me see. Yeah, I'll get you guys moving in this direction. Actually, no. We'll have you move in this direction. That's fine. Move in this direction. Legolas will comfortably move in this direction. And I think that's where I'll save the game. Actually, I gotta get these guys moving too, so... Let's see. Who can I really take with me? I'll take all these troops with me, so that Orthodir can lead them. This will give us some flexibility to get Orthodir on the move. I'd rather have Thranduil lead them, though.
By the light of Elbereth! Yes, my lord? Elves! Have a taste of my blade!
Hmm.
My lord?
Actually, let me try that again. I think I let these troops extend too quickly. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy all this again. Alright, I'll get you guys moving here. We'll sell this to the Dunedain for a good amount of money.
A most generous offer. We gladly accept.
Oh, I probably could have gotten more money out of it.
Well,
Oh
that
well.
seemed fruitful. Farewell.
Alright, so this will allow us to... Still can't recruit anybody here, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and save this so I don't have to do that all over again if I make a mistake. Orthodeer, I think I can send you out. It's really Thranduil I can't send out. That's going to cost me a fortune. Oh my goodness, it's so bad. But I can keep taxes low here. That way I can justify sending him out. I can send out Orthodeer as well. And then all of these guys I can send out too. And then I can get you guys moving in this direction, which would be helpful. We'll have to beat back the goblins here at their own game. But it doesn't look like we have that much to deal with. If we can take back Mithelberg and give it back to the Anduin Vale, that'll be extremely helpful. Let me just see what it looks like over here. I might just end this turn just to see where things go, because this is looking pretty good. There may be an opportunity for us to take back Mithelberg. Maybe even besiege Goblin Town itself, because I would love to take Goblin Town and then sell it for a lot of cash, which we really need. I can't train any more units here, unfortunately. Construction is also kind of limited. Every place is already building something. So let's just end this turn and see where it goes. We're going to be in the red for a while for sure, but at least we've got some money to work around with to keep construction. Oh, Gondor's got a large army there. I think they'll be able to defend Mount Gundabad rather easily. That's why I don't think Angmar's going to mess with them. Yeah, they're going back south again. That is close. They look like they're about to attack Gondor. They really do. We got to get rid of the goblins quickly so we can justify sending aid to them. I don't really care about talking to the Verdi except can. Alright, so this could be a very easy battle to fight. We can crush them here. Keep this army moving towards Goblin Town, which is what we need. This could be the epic win that we need to knock the goblins out of this side of the mountains.
Yes, my
I
lord.
need to know what's going on over here. How bad is the situation? Alright, that's good. Keep you there. And I think I'll send you guys over this way. We'll build the army barracks here now. You guys need to build something really useful. I think it would be good for you to build land clearance. That's really cheap and it's going to help us out. And after you're done building that, let's build this. Something's got to help with public order. This military garrison might be our best bet. Which is too bad, because it's going to take a very long time to build. Nothing from Isengard down here, which seems good so far. Doesn't look too bad. We could take it now. I might just save that. It doesn't look too bad to take, actually. We've got plenty of generals here. They don't have a very strong army here, and I'd rather kill them now than deal with Khamul leading all these troops, which would make it exponentially harder to fight. Yeah, let's merge these units for sure. It's so frustrating I can't train new units just yet. We might as well get... Oh yeah, we need the Hall of Culture here badly. Yeah, we gotta get that going. You're still building the guard barracks. So we'll have to crush this goblin army here, deal with them, and then bring the fight to them down south, which is what we really need. Hopefully we can get the goblins out of this picture as quickly as possible. I'm really hoping that we'll have enough time to just go straight for Goblin Town. I may even just ignore Methelburg here completely, because they won't be able to get new troops here for a while. We should just go straight for Goblin Town, take it, sell it to, like, maybe the Dwarves, some faction that can put in a decent garrison there, and we won't have to worry about that for a good long while. I think that could work, because after fighting these guys, it'll only take these guys... Oh my goodness, they could be there within as little as 2 turns. Yes. I think this is where I'll save it, because this is a lot to think about here. And this is a beautiful battle to fight. Oh, this is going to be a bridge battle. Yes. Yes, I am just tingling for this. I need it. Yes, let's fight this bridge battle. We can get them to cross the bridge, and that'll be their doom right there. We completely crush this army here. We can move south quickly. And then deal a really, really big blow once we besiege Goblin Town. Because if we can besiege Goblin Town, I know we can take it. Especially with this army. This is plenty to take Goblin Town. As long as they don't show up with another 6,000 or 7,000 goblins to really screw things up for us. I'll put you guys here. I'm going to put you guys over here. Alright. I think we'll be able to get these guys to cross on their own. Alright, start firing, Thranduil. All we gotta do is just keep them bottled up here. And they're completely out of range. They won't be able to hit us. I need you to hit these other troops back here. Yeah, you need to get closer. Alright. Orthodeer, plug in this gap and just slay away at these goblins. Alright, make sure you aim for the end over here. They still got a lot of orcs and goblins back here. Now, these wargs could be a problem, unfortunately. And they got some uruks over here, too. But they're just chanters. They're basically just gonna drive the goblins to keep fighting as best they can. New targets, guys. New targets. Don't hit your own troops. I think that's why Orthodeer is taking casualties. Alright, come on, guys. Keep going. Alright, archers. Really wish I had more archers here. That would be helpful. We're really racking up the kills. I mean, they're basically just pouring their orcs through a meat grinder at this point. Meat grinder of elven blades. I mean, just look how crazy this is. Oh, man, they're really trying to push elsewhere, aren't they? Yeah, that could be a problem. Hit the warg packs over here. Yeah, Orthodeer can't hold them that much longer. These guys are routing.
Our men have slain the enemy are badly bloody. They have lost half their men.
There we go. Got some good screenshots, good close-ups of those gate guard. Again, let's really hope we don't lose Orthodeer here. He's way too valuable to this entire operation. Alright, the warg packs are leaving. They're done for. They've had enough. This army will be done for very quickly. Alright, just keep these guys from running. Alright, I want to get my stag riders away from there. Alright, Orthodeer's taking some casualties, unfortunately. But we got this battle in the bag. Keep hitting these overseers. They're pretty much the only ones who are fighting at this point. We'll make sure nobody gets away from this battle. That'll be very easy to achieve.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Alright, you don't need to keep firing. You can stop firing. And you can just resume chasing. This entire army is completely wiped out. That's good. I want to make sure these overseers are done for too. Yep, keep chasing them. Come on, boys. Don't slow down. That's about it for this battle. This battle's done for. I don't know why they stopped chasing. What are you doing? Oh, they got completely wiped out. Alright, that's enough. That should be enough right there.
Enemy are utterly vanquished. This is a
Okay, perfect. That is just the kind of easygoing wipeout we desperately need. Because now, like I said, we've got a real opportunity to just keep this army marching towards towards Goblin Town. Okay, execute. Done for. They thought that was going to be an easy take. Nope, not at all. Alright, so it'll take you 2 turns to get there, but now we're in a prime position to continue pushing this battle southwards. And just because I want to, I will give you an extra unit of these guys as a reward. I really got to get troops over here, but it's going to be difficult for a while. Legolas, I'm going to keep you over here just for now. I want your reinforcements to catch up. I don't know what to do with him just yet. And I think I'll take this next turn. Or actually, I'll take it this turn just to get it out of the way. Plus, it would help us to get that extra money coming in. I think I'll call it 66 back up. There we go. There we go. 66 back up. That's not my spy. Alright, so this is where I am going to end it, guys. Doing that just to make sure. And thanks again, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed that, just give me a follow as usual. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of your day or evening wherever you are in the world. Take care now.